Welcome back to the Idecal Caribbean Reality TV experience. Welcome to Reality with Tree. Here you get the Black Caribbean womanist academic perspective on reality television. It's a sad day, people. It's a sad day. I wanted to come on there and say, we won. And come back and be like, we are bigger than the program. No, no, boo. No, boo. Production won. Editing won. They won. Wow. Anyway, we're looking at Love Island Season 8, Episode 33, down to the final four, and they won. Let's jump into the episode. So we start off with, of course, Love Island gleaning from colored people's trauma as much as possible, the same way they love diving into Black trauma. Oh my God. Anaya and Casey was a hotbed of drama, darling. And they were all up and through it. Now it is Mel and Sensei, and I literally feel like they're the ones who don't want to let Mel and Sensei go because them have everybody in Mel and Sensei is telling them how good. Oh, it could be so good. Yeah, do what your heart says, do whatever, whatever, whatever. And I feel like it had gotten to a point a long time ago where it was, hey, Mel is not okay. We should find a way to send Melanie home. But no, no, we have episode after episode of looking into Mel's shell-shocked eyes and her trying to like, it's always like trying to compute, trying to compute. It's like literally the saddest thing. And I kind of feel like the sister and mom failed because y'all should have dragged her ass out of that island. Because no, watching this child look like she's having a mental breakdown every 2 seconds, I cannot. Anyway, so since that tells Mel he will try everything to fix it. He wants to do life with her. Again, he says all the good things. He's just like Kenzie. All the good things you know how to say after messing up. This is a pattern for this young man. And then he says something weird. It's like, but if it gets to a point where it gets to, I don't know, I will be honest with you. So he jumps to clean it up and it's like, but I don't see that happening. Let's be honest, Sincere. Honest for once. Please, please, Sincere. Anyway, they get all the musical treatment because unless it's something diabolical happening between Black and colored people, we don't get like good music treatment unless they can say they're breaking down or they can say heartbroken, bleeding, bleeding. Unless they can say that about us in a little song, unless that's the story, them no want to give us music. Them was quick, 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 quick to give Kenzie and Caleb music because them thought they would have get their white couple. That was before they knew. Kenzie's splitting was a sign of her wanting to keep that cat open. Anyway, I'm going to be salty through going to be salty throughout the review. I'm so salty. So she tries like I feel like she's trying to like hold her own because she knows everybody's watching, but she literally just wants to fall into Sincere's arms. But anyway, she pulls her hand away from him and she says in diary she loves that he's saying how badly behaved he was, like that's going to change him. Boo boo. Boo boo. Again, criez la police, la doctor. Call everybody for Mel because this is not okay. I feel like if the public opinion was not there, she would have been like, it's okay, come cry on mama's bosom. We'll be fine. We're doing this together. It's us against the world. Anyway, so Anaya goes and Mel, they go speak while Bryce and Sensei go speak. Obviously, production was the one who set that up. And production be pushing Bryce and Trinity in our face in terms of like being the ones to like speak to people or whatever, especially Bryce. Like The way Bryce had worked overtime for production, if he didn't get that top 4, my goodness. Anaya asked her how was it. She says he's saying all the right things, but something is just off with him. Mel is not okay. Every time, again, Mel is not okay. Mel is not okay. She's mentally not okay. Bryce asked Sincere how it went, and Sincere tells Bryce, well, she asked him how he felt about the sister going off on him, and he understands that they would naturally be protective. But I feel like what he really wants to say is that despite what he did not deserve to be treated like that. Sincere genuinely does not believe that he deserved what he got. He's embarrassed, and he does not feel like what he did was the crime was worth the punishment. Allegedly, Bryce is sad that while most of them had conversations with the families, they were bonding, that Cynthia missed out on that. Like, just like Bryce, you know why that happened. Give him accountability. Tell him you wish it had gone better for him, but he understands that what he did was what allowed for that to happen. But no. Oh, he feels bad for him that he didn't get to bond with the family. Enablers. So Sincere says he feels ashamed, particularly with his own family's reaction. Bryce asks how Mel feels. He says he's trying to figure out. And Bryce, you will see multiple times, Bryce continuously, his brain is literally on. Bryce is 24/7 thinking about the audience. He says, in the coming days, if you keep doing what you are doing and keep reassuring her, then the audience will see that. Multiple times we have seen Bryce give advice for, this is what you do for the audience. This is what you do. This is how you get the audience on your side. He told Zach, make her your girlfriend, so the audience will believe that you're in it. That's just his MO. His modus operandi. Anyway, meanwhile, Mel repeats for the umpteenth time that she does not want to look like a dummy. Like, boo-boo, you been. Week 1, week 2, you been, dummy. So the way you can stop is stepping away, but that is not an option for Mel. Something is just broken in her, and it was broken before she came in. And I feel like it was broken from her big girl days, and she has not gotten a chance to heal it. And what happens is that we consistently attract the unhealed parts of us, unfortunately. That's the rough part. Like, you keep working on yourself, and you just keep seeing asshole after asshole after asshole come into your life until you realize there's this major corner of your life, this deep hurt that you just have not addressed because you don't want to face it. And until you do that, you keep attracting that part of yourself that you have not dealt with. Isn't that crazy? It's like the universe telling you, this is what you need to deal with. This is what you need to deal with. And it's difficult. But it's sad to see that play out on international. It's not national television. This is freaking international television. We're all tuned in. So Anaya asked her, disregarding his feelings, how she feels about everything. And she's like, you're my priority. Anaya. Every time I see Anaya now, I'm like, Anaya. Anyway, Mel is apparently trying to stay strong for the connection. And she walks away from Anaya because I literally feel like she's like, Anaya, what do you want from me? You were literally supporting me like 1 day ago. Yesterday, you were supporting me. And this happens, and family day happens, and you flip. So what do I do with you? Like, how do I have a conversation with you when you're the one who kept telling me, keep trying? So she walks away, and they walk past Cynthia and Bryce. And let me tell you the moments when I know Mel is really, really, really broken, when she has that little cartoonish voice that she puts on. And then she turns around, she's like, am I gonna see you a little later? Am I gonna see you a little later? Sincere laughs and tells her, yeah, like she goes into like this baby self. Maybe it's like a very young part of herself that needs to be healed because that little voice is it's a little scary. It's giving horror movie, seriously. Apparently, Sincere still thinks that it is going to be a crazy love story. Okay, friend. So then they give us like all the couples. We get Anaya and Carl in this speakeasy kissing awkwardly. Like they always kiss awkwardly. Like everything about the two of them is awkward, but people still believe it. People are still desperate to believe Anaya and Carl. Anaya and Carl don't want each other, y'all. Anaya and Carl are making it to the end. That's it. So she's like, her people are obsessed with him genuinely. Instead of him saying his people love her, he tells her, get down. And she's like confused. And then like, am I supposed to? He wants to make out and he cannot speak about his parents because he doesn't want to keep lying. And then my sister was the one who had told me, look at Carl in diary after the parents came. And when he was speaking about his mom liking an eye or whatever, he kept looking, him cannot look straight in the camera. Indications of lying. Carl, Carl. Anyway, the good thing about it is that Carl will get rid of Anaya as soon as they leave the house. Honestly, let's wait for a reunion. We have Titi and Casey having a little laugh. They're speaking and she slips and says the L word. And it's like, oh, did you? And then she's like, oh, no. It's like this is cute love. And I feel like I had been so robbed. At first, I was like, I don't believe the two of them, especially when they came back in and you could see like Casey still had like certain like feelings towards Anaya. But I know for sure right now that I have been robbed of Casey and Titi because they would only give us snippets of the two of them, and we only found out about their relationship when they would speak about it and how good it is. So we get that really cute moment, and they give it to us on the day they know them going. Guys, the two of them are really cute together. She's silly. He is silly. And she's like, you know, when you're like really, really like somebody, why the giggles coming out? And she's like, I'm saying that to everybody. Love Island. Fire upon Rome. Well, not Rome. Fire upon Love Island. Fire, fire for that. I'm so salty. They get ready for bed. Not Dylan and his dumbass saying Sincere has been trying to dig out of the hole for so long. But if he was sincere, he'd be asking if he wants to put up with this shit. I'm like, mm, something wrong with you. Something real wrong with you. Mel says her mom is down if he fixes it. I'm like, Mel, are you lying to me or are you lying to yourself? Mel, are you lying to me or lying to yourself? In the most gentle way possible, your mom told you to run. You misunderstood, boo. You could not flip your sister because your sister said hell effing no. It was resounding, but now you flip your mama who tried to tell you, no, boo, there are other people waiting in line for you and you don't have to give them 10, 20, 10. Kids when they're trying to count 20, 10 chances. Anyway, it's morning time. And Melisandre goes, she had to ask her sister if she ever made a decision that was wrong. Mel looks like she's like low-key disappointed in her sister. And her Trinity goes, encouraging her again. You are not effing stupid. If it works out, it will be amazing. Oh God. Trinity, I guess you were the highest paid islander. You and Bryce. Always on task. Trinity is always on task. Mel told Anaya flat out, Casey does not deserve you. but everybody been in her ear to go for Sensei. Mel told Anaya, Casey does not deserve you. He does not fit into your life. He doesn't deserve you. She was being like the super supportive friend. But what do they give Mel? Everything production wants. Please stay his to keep this girl on the show so they can keep mining her instability for views. Anyway, Carl, Zach, and Dylan are in the gym. Of course, Zach is eyeing Carl's body. And Carl asked how they are feeling after yesterday. They both like give their opinion. And Dylan lies, say he's more comfy heading to see Kenzie's family. I'm just like, Dylan, name the school of line you went to because Zach says Kada's folks had picked him out for her beforehand. And production's so wicked. Them give you Dylan, them give you Zach, and the person who asked the question, they never got anything from him. Nothing. How do you feel about you and Anaya? Not a tang. Throw away the whole production, throw away the whole editing team. Fire upon production. Kenzie, Keda, and Titi speak. You can see Titi is like still not very comfortable with this woman. They can say whatever they want to about how Titi was accepted or whatever. They're still not she's still not comfortable with them. Keda speaks about her and Zach. Kenzie speaks about her and Dylan, and she's getting nervous about outside. We don't get anything about Titi. Again, cutting out the part where Titi speak about Shiman. And Kenzie and her Delulu self says she hasn't liked someone in that long. Kenzie always lies. Kenzie always lies. So she and Dylan, perfect couple. While she's saying that, Titi gives the black girl face. Like, bitch. Like, that's real bullshit what you're saying, but okay, I'm listening. But meanwhile, she spots Bryce straddling Dylan. Now, that was very interesting. She spots Bryce straddling Dylan and she goes, what the? So, you know what? TT's opinion has been the entire time in the house with like Bryce and Zach humping and loving up on each other like the entire time. So Kenzie goes, bro, why are they all on Dylan like that, bro? Because Kenzie be like, y'all can do y'all do, but don't be touching Dylan. And Dylan want it. Dylan want to be part of the crew so bad. Dylan want to be rubbed on and loved on same way. So all of you in denial. Everybody's in denial. Keda is like, Zach's definitely helping. Like it's sarcasm, but none of you like it. None of you like it because Keda and Trinity, y'all know y'all mans really don't love y'all. They love each other. And definitely Kenzie does not want Dylan to be part of the mess. Well, I wouldn't call it mess because it could be love, but we wanted it fully expressed, not at the expense of Keda and Trinity. Tell Keda and Trinity we love each other more than we would love the two of you. And we want to sail off into the sunset with each other. And that's completely fine. And that's part of the womanist perspective. Everybody should be taken care of. So since Mel goes speak and he feels good and she wants their families to link up, like she just wants everything to be perfect. Again, poor baby. Trinity looks at her and she's like, as long as she's happy, I'm happy. Trinity, go so. Meanwhile, Melanie wants to meet Sincer's mom. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Mel, I seen JetBlue want to fly you out if you leave the man, you know. Everybody offering you things just like it's so bad. Everybody on the outside is offering you stuff just so you could leave Sincere. But she will not leave, my people. She is tending to that broken child in her that she wants to heal. Sad. He says he knows where he wants it to go, and Mel goes, that's all I gotta say. Take me there. You're driving. I'm like, oh my God, the cringe heard around the world. Take me there. You're driving. Boo, you want him to drive you? Off a cliff. Off a whole entire cliff. Anyway, they get a text. It's game time. The game is called Check Me Out. So they get grocery ingredients. They find them on the shelf, transfer to the scale with their mouth from one to the other and into the scale. That was disgusting. Then they switch places, order to ingredients, do the same thing. Then they have to get another list to carry across the slippery conveyor belt into bags. Well, into an area called the bagging area. My body literally hurt watching that nonsense. And it's literally like white humor. You know how they used to have like America's Funniest Home Videos, and like most of it was like them people hurting themselves and everybody laughing, ha ha ha. That's literally what that shit was. I'm like, what's funny? I don't get it. I really don't get it. It was just nastiness and people getting hurt. How is that funny? How is that a game? Anyway, so KC and Titi go first, and that's sardine. The sardines just look like so nasty. Then we have Kenzie and Dylan. Kenzie split on the conveyor belt, of course. Then we have Zach and Kata, and Zach, of course, Zach enjoy that. Zach is on another level of freak that we don't understand, people. We do not get it. Casey was so disgusted watching Zach enjoy that. When Trinity and Bryce went, Zach says, I'm just giving you like little highlights because that was just like a nothing burger. So when Trinity and Bryce went, Zach says Bryce looks like a gazelle in the wind. Anyway, the game is done. The couples debrief after the game. They give us Zach and Kata, Trinity and Bryce, Kenzie and Dylan, nobody else. And then we get a text announcing the dinner. Trinity, what backwater you come from? Trinity asks, what does family style mean? And her white man had to tell her, no comments. No comments. The girls play a game of imitating each other while they're getting ready, and Anaya, of course, imitates Titi. But you're a little girl. Anaya, please find yourself. Anaya, when you leave, I need you to go off into the wilderness and find yourself. Because either you're slow or you have like this major block that you don't see anything in front of you. Fog. A lot of unresolved shit in your little brain. Little brain. So they were speaking about at the dinner, they were speaking about their first moments coming in, and then they asked Tiara. She said she thought she would have had a hard time coming in the villa, but she loves everybody and loves that they accept her. But like you could literally watch and see the tensions while they were like going through the day-to-day. You could see the girls are a lot closer, which makes sense that they're much closer, but then to say that they really accepted Titi, I don't think so. And the girl said that she is easy to love. And they said that multiple times. Like, I'm like, you're all laying it on real thick. Anyway, Casey loved that they all came together. Again, I must be missing that part. And Anaya feels like she has grown so much. And I'm looking at her like, Anaya, where? Where did you grow? Where did you grow, boo? Where? Like, stop. Zach said he was nervous, but everybody was welcoming, especially his bae, Bryce, and the way Bryce looking at his hand. And he says he's thankful for him and Kata. While Mel says she eventually was able to trust all the people in the house. So anyway, texts come. 4 couples in the finale. They have to break the fortune cookies to see if they are heading to the finale or going home. We start with Anaya and Carl, who made it. They have to cry. I say, Anaya and Carl make it. We good. We are bigger than the program. Although the couple is not real, but we are bigger than the program. Trinity and Bryce, of course, they make it because between the scheming and production and editing's treatment of their story, they absolutely always like they just had to make it. Mel and Sincere made it, and I'm just like, this is what production wanted. All this giving them airtime, all this mining her pain, all this. So we have three couples who have made it, and obviously the other three know that out of the three left, two are not going to make it. You could see Titi and Casey immediately know that they're not going to make it. Zach and Kata are obviously shitting bricks, but obviously Kenzie, like they know Kenzie and Dylan are not going to make it, and their fear is that KC and Titi will make it. But it seems like KC and Titi like literally knew that it was not going to be them. I'm just like looking at Kenzie and Dylan like, yo, y'all are there by the grace of production. So after like they're saying whatever, Bryce is like, you've done everything in your power, bro. Again, everything for Bryce. Everything for Bryce. Bryce, it's not about what you do. You just had to be. You just had to exist. Be real. Enjoy the moment. But you spend the entire summer scheming, plotting. One thing Olandria will have taught y'all, one thing Olandria and Shelly, because Shelly's getting her things. I hate that Shelly is getting her things after, like, she's getting a lot more things after she broke up with Ace. But the one thing Olandria and Shelly taught us is that we really are bigger than the program, because with all the pushback against them from the outside and inside of the villa when they were on, when they left, that's when their wind came. So all this plotting and planning, Bryce, Kata, Zach, Trinity, y'all been doing, that doesn't mean that on the outside you're the one who will win the most. Because the one thing that wins is authenticity. And that is what Olandria gave us. People fell in love with Olandria's heart, like how real she, I mean, of course, she's absolutely stunning, drop dead gorgeous and all the things, both she and Shelly. So again, where is Amaya? Amaya, all of them were pushing to win. Where is Amaya? Amaya's getting her things, but nothing close to what these two black girls are getting. So anyway, the last two couples break together. Bryce is stressed for him, man, of course. And Titi and Casey go home. But we lost. It was sad. It was devastating. Titi, when she's saying, I'm grateful to have met you all, and I hit her with them. Anaya still has like all of this stuff like just like on her heart while she's pretending to be in love with Carl. Anyway, so these two are at least happy that they're leaving as boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'm just like, you know what? We had a good run. Fire upon production and editing. Fire upon production and editing. When Cynthia and Casey hug, it was so sad. I got really emotional because they literally cried. I'm like, stop it. Casey and Anaya say a nice goodbye, and Anaya is in diary. And every time Anaya opens her mouth, I'm just like, this girl is too slow. Yes, we had our downs, but he brought so much to the villa. No ups, boo. All this man working overtime to try to tell you he like you. He like you. Anaya, go off into the wilderness, boo. Go off into the wilderness. You cannot keep navigating the world like that, cuz. And then in the dressing room, she's telling Titi she feels she changed Casey for the better. No! Titi came in and saw Casey. Titi came in and didn't want to punish Casey. Titi came in and she treated Casey well. Unlike you, but she changed him for the better. Anaya. Go so. Anaya and Carl don't want each other. Mel and Sincere need to break up. Zach and all the four of the others, them skim way too much for them to be winning anything. So, production and editing. Enjoy your weekend, folks. Bye.